You know what I haven't seen in a long time? Some good old fucking classic Onion videos. I forgot how good these videos were.
An anonymous individual gave an unprecedented donation of 200 human kidneys. The secret benefactor delivered his gift a few minutes before 4 a.m. this morning, as seen here in the security camera footage.
It's an amazing gift. The kidneys are so fresh, they clearly must have been removed within the last 24 hours.
The philanthropist
Forgot how
sought
good
no
the Onion
fanfare
is.
and left without requesting so much as a thank you.
Whoever did this.
Technicians have been working overtime to sort through the massive donations.
Dude, I want
They
some.
left a note in the bag that indicated they would be making more additional donations.
All right, 3 people are dead after a grenade-eating contest goes awry.
The fucking hat. Yuck, dude.
But right now, we got one of my favorite guests here in the house. We got our putting green set up. We got a golf tee box here.
That
And
sounds
my
like
friend
something
and
that
golf
Dr.
pro,
Oz
Jordan
would
Ritter
talk
George.
about.
How you doing, big guy?
So what you want to do is when you're squaring up the ball, you want to remember 2 things. One, you want to keep the ball at the instep of your left foot.
Right.
And number 2, don't mention his wife by name. Refer to her as your wife or something like that. Make it seem like you barely remember who she is.
Right.
That's probably the case in a couple weeks anyway. All right, so now we're going to put the ball back in my pocket because we don't want to take any of these cameras here. Now, you don't want any sudden
Dude,
movement in your
Sod.
swing. You want it nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Now, if you're novices out there, just remember that
He's definitely
you start
banging
to
his
feel
wife.
Guilty. It's not your fault that he can't satisfy his own wife.
Right, okay. So if it's not me banging her, it's somebody else.
Hey, you're getting the hang of it. Come on, let's hit the putting green.
I can barely keep up with you, dude.
You know, I played a lot of golf with Lee Trevino, and I learned a lot from him. If you're really feeling confident, okay, just say to him, hey, I'm fucking your wife. Just make it sound like a joke.
Oh, yeah, if he thinks it's a joke, then he probably won't think it's true.
He's definitely
Hey, I'm
banging
fucking
his
your
wife.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, I'm fucking your wife.
Okay, we're going to head back over to Tracy now. She's got some tips on things that ladies like to do.
How to black out gracefully. Dude, these fucking videos are so gold. This is some fine fucking content from the Onion. God, it's so good. Prescription depressant.
Despondex is intended as a treatment for the approximately 20 million
Are you annoyingly happy? Despondex could be right for you.
from squealing loudly when a friend calls to use of the phrase cool beans and excessive hugging. Dr. Alman Way calls the drug a huge
Organizing
step
neighborhood
forward in the battle
potlucks.
against exuberance. Eva said she never knew how her annoyingly chipper attitude was affecting those around her.
Over and over again, I'd ask Jeff to ride his bike down to the botanical
Dream.
garden with me, no matter how many times he said no.
And she was always smiling, but I didn't know what to do to help her.
I used to think, why am I the only one trying to set up?
Eva says the drug may have saved their marriage.
Now, Jeff. And
Or she can just become a Twitch streamer or a Twitch viewer. You know, that's another option.
Not
Yep.
everyone is convinced that Despondex
Yep,
is the cure-all
amen.
for perkiness, however. In this week's Time magazine, Michael Polosic of UCLA
The
argues
natural
that
way to
many
feel
patients get
shitty.
Similar results from natural remedies.
Following the news, looking at bank account, visiting rest homes, thinking about how old you are, how little you've accomplished, considering man's impact on nature and interacting with Kinko's employees.
Do you know what it's like to be around these people? It's pretty fucking annoying.
Doctors estimate the new drug could reduce the number of
With
costumes.
the MacBook wheel, Apple has replaced the traditional keyboard with a sleek, touch-sensitive click wheel. Apple CEO Steve Jobs introduced the product yesterday at the annual Mac Expo.
I bet you guys would buy this.
Open the Intuitype alphabet menu here.
Wait, is this real?
To the letter you
This is
need.
absolutely real.
And center click to select it. Then click again to capitalize. And repeat this process for each new letter. It couldn't be simpler.
I mean, it is simple, right?
You
Like,
can also let the predictive sentence technology complete the sentence for you.
Gilman says the
The
MacBook
aardvark
Wheel has
admitted
also
its
simplified
fault.
The organization of files, so searching your hardware will be a snap.
Just press
While the MacBook Wheel won't hit the shelves for another 3 to 15 months, many Apple users already
3
have
to
it on their
15
wish
months.
list and spent 45 minutes typing an email to his friend.
I never really realized how much I hated keyboards until I saw
Dear, dear Robert, you won't believe where I am. I'm at the Max Expo, and I am using the Colic new Mac Wheel laptop. I bet you are G-Los.
I like how the email automatically says
I'm pretty sure when this came out years ago, people thought that this is real.
Hummingbird battery. which can power the MacBook wheel for a full 19 minutes
Nice.
before needing to be recharged. And the computer is virtually unbreakable unless dropped.
Holy shit.
On its laurels. Brian Gilman said they are already hard
Take
at
my
work on the
money.
next generation of the
How do you think global petroleum markets are going to react, particularly considering their understandable wariness given the crumbling infrastructure and continuing civil strife in the Niger Delta?
Certainly, that's an important question.
Certainly needs our trust and support now more than ever.
You mean Umaru Yar'Adua?
Yes, him.
Well,
exactly,
I think
yes.
that the reason that the situation is so volatile is
The main
because
export is uranium. National language is French, and 18% of its livestock is exported.
Yeah, I love this old guy.
The International Monetary Fund's structural adjustment program.
Yes.
I would say yes.
I agree definitely. The comparison to them. I disagree with that.
They're very different.
With whom?
Yeah.
You.
And you said the first one, right?
We said the first one.
So the question is, what choice will he be making?
The right choice is to support the right answer.
Right.
Sending rapper Lil Wayne to Mexico to use up all the drugs. Immediately upon deployment, Lil Wayne locates all the narcotics in the area and depletes the supply within hours.
Operation Easy F Baby has been an unparalleled success. Lil Wayne has already gotten 40 tons of marijuana, 27,000 kilos of cocaine, and 2,000 kilos of heroin off the streets and into his body.
Mexican officials say they expect Lil Wayne to completely wipe out.
Well, Nick, you're my brother, and you're incredibly successful.
Yes, I am.
We're getting awfully close to getting an upshot of this dude's nutsack.
Every time a penny passes through your hands, stick it up your ass. What? And then spend it.
What?
Thanks, Nick. I just think to myself, they've probably handled one of my ass pennies. In fact, they probably have one in their pocket right then. That just seems to sort of give me the upper hand. I mean, hey, I haven't touched anything that's been in their ass. Great, here's what you do. Go to the bank today, get yourself $50 in pennies. Stick them all up your ass. Oh,
$50 in pennies?
You go to the pump room, buy yourself a nice dinner, paying entirely in pennies.
5,000 fucking
pennies?
pennies?
For the next week at least.
I mean, I'm starting to be convinced that it's not a bad strategy.
Because your pennies have been in my ass.
My pennies? Oh, shit. That was a twist at the end. It was like a, that was a twist.